A 9-year-old Girl Scout in California decided to sell her Girl Scout cookies outside of a marijuana dispensary.
Creative thinking, right? I guess. Recreational marijuana sales became legal in California on the first of the year, and this little girl hopped on the opportunity and set up shop right out front of the Urban Leaf. An Instagram post from the dispensary even advertised the girl will be outside. She sold more than 300 boxes in 2 3-hour trips on Wednesday and Friday.
It worked.
It did.
She should have brought pizza. When you think of speed skating, the first thing that comes to mind probably isn't loud, but you might think differently after seeing this video. Check this out.
This coach isn't the only one who screams throughout the entirety of the race. It's actually a common thing they do among all speed skating coaches. Athletes say they scream to motivate them, give them technical clues, and update them on how they're doing.
Motivate, terrify.
I'm so glad you don't do that to me.
Yeah, as you're reading scripts. Yeah, here's Devin with what's coming up.
Local 4 News at 6 is next.
Give it everything I got now. We're going stories from our report here on in Southwest Detroit, and here's Rod.
It's a case of baby let the good times roll.
I think it's pretty cool.
Those are enormous bonus checks. That'll buy quite a bit.
General Motors out with big earnings numbers, and boy are the line workers liking this.
2 men sentenced for a series of rapes in Detroit, Highland Park and Hamtramck, and the judge struggles to understand the motivation behind a crime like this.
Maybe that's the explanation, is that it's just evil, because most of the time we can't explain it evil.
Before sentencing, 2 powerful victim statements. I'll share those with you.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Standing up to their attackers.
I am not sad, I am not depressed, and I am not dead.
2 brave women have their say in court against a pair of sexual predators who are heading to prison for a long time.
It's a bonus bonanza for General Motors workers. In fact, it's among the biggest dollar amounts they've ever seen. That's coming up too.
And winter just keeps coming. A new round of snow is in the forecast that's likely to complicate your morning commute.
Good to have you with us for Local 4 News at 6. Topping the news tonight, a winter weather advisory that goes into effect a little later this evening.
Ben is here to tell us what to expect overnight and into the workday tomorrow. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Kim and Devin. Yeah, the amounts of snow are really not the question here. It's the timing that's going to be the big problem tomorrow morning. The advisory technically starts at 3 a.m., runs in through noon on Wednesday. Not for the entire area. Genesee, Lapeer, Sand Lake, you are excluded. All the purple shaded counties are included. And these are where those totals will be just a little bit higher. North of here, we're expecting slightly lower totals. But again, this is all going to be happening during the morning commute tomorrow. The very leading edges of some of that snow starting to peak across the river here into southern parts of Wisconsin and central Illinois. That, again, is going to be here once we get past the midnight hour tonight. So here's the bottom line. Overnight through lunch tomorrow is the timing of this system. It's only going to be 2 to 3 inches, but because of when it's falling, that's why this is going to be such a problem. Morning commute, as you can imagine, it's going to be a little bit of a mess. Could be some issues with the PM commute. We'll talk about that coming up. But don't forget to download our Local Forecasters app. It's got our interactive radar, severe weather alerts, and a lot more in the palm of your hand. Download it for free in your app store by searching WDIV.
And Ben, ahead of the messy commute tomorrow, the morning crew will have a CarCast starting at 7 a.m. CarCast helps you get around any potential traffic trouble spots. You can listen to it on our Click on Detroit app or from the Local 4 Facebook page.
Over the past few weeks, the Larry Nassar sentencing has shown the world the remarkable strength sexual assault victims can have. Today, 2 more issued powerful statements in a different case in which women on bicycles were attacked in Detroit, Hamtramck, and Highland Park. Steve Garagiola is live with the message these 2 women sent. Steve, good evening.
Yeah, Kimberly, you know, the judge said at one point, in her view, even 10 years ago, we would not have heard such powerful statements from victims of sexual assault. But that this is a different time, a time of empowerment for women who will no longer be silent victims. And that was certainly in evidence today. Aaron Stewart and Quentin Flemons sentenced to prison terms for a series of rapes in Detroit, Highland Park, and Hamtramck. In each case, they knocked the victim from her bicycle, dragged her into a vehicle, and sexually assaulted her. Today, one of the victims spoke before sentencing about the haunting memories that she lives with.
I may hear a sound or get a glimpse of a shadow, and immediately my heart starts to pound, just as it did while I was being dragged into the trunk of a car by two strangers with the worst intentions.
A second victim provided a statement read by the prosecutor. Her recovery is in knowing her part in taking two dangerous men off the streets.
I'm glad it was me. I'm glad you took someone that would be able to get through this and land you exactly where you both belong, in prison.
Before issuing a sentence, Judge Cynthia Hathaway offered her own observation.
This is just evil. Maybe that's the explanation, is that it's just evil, because most of the time we can't explain evil.
Stewart and Fleming sentenced to 25 to 50 years. The victims in this case sharing the feelings we heard from many of the victims in the Larry Nassar case. Strength, the strength to move on.
I am not broken. I am not changed, except for the better. I am not sad. I am not depressed, and I am not dead. I am okay. I found out I am a lot stronger than I ever thought I was because of both of you.
A message of strength to other victims who are out there, a powerful message in court this afternoon. Again, those two men sentenced 25 to 50 years in prison. Reporting live in Detroit, I'm Steve Garagiola, Local 4.
Strong women indeed, Steve. We appreciate it.
A former Olympic women's gymnastics team coach is now under investigation following the sentencing of Larry Nassar.
John Geddert owned and operated Twist Stars, where Nassar offered treatments once a week. Police say more people have recently come forward with complaints against him. In Nassar's sentencing, some victims said Geddert was physically abusive and would not allow them to go to any other doctor other than Larry Nassar.
While Ford struggles, General Motors today impressed Wall Street and is ready to make thousands of line workers smile as well. Company ready to spend nearly $600 million on bonuses. Business Editor Rod Maloney live downtown with that story. Rod.
Well, Devin, think about this. General Motors lost $4.9 billion last year on paper, but the pre-tax profit, where the bonuses come from, well, they had almost $13 billion, which is the same amount that they made in 2016, which was big money. And so the line workers are saying, yeah, pretty good deal. Let's start with the big money bonuses for the line workers. The national contract requires the company to share profits, and it comes to nearly $12,000 for each of 50,000 UAW members.
I think it's pretty cool. They're making money, so it's nice that they give us a little.
Little is the operative word for some longtime vets. The bonus money is paid up to a cap, and GM overshot that cap. So as much as $11,750 bonuses are nearly the best ever. Some, like Bert Piora, wonder what really could have been.
Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Are you happy?
Could be happier if it wasn't capped.
Oh, I see. So it should be more.
Absolutely.
They'll take that up in the next national contract negotiation, but for now,
I'm trying to retire, so it's going to my PSP.
That'll work. It's going straight to my PSP, though, so.
PSP is the company savings plan. Meantime, the company is getting profitable in a smart way, says Autotrader.com analyst Michelle Krebs.
Getting rid of things that don't work, getting out of South Africa, getting out of India, getting out of Europe, when there's no future in sight for those.
The future is mobility, and GM appears to enjoy a new reputation for getting its mobility plan right.
General Motors sees that the future is autonomous, it's electric, and it's sharing. And so that is why it has created Maven to have as an umbrella for a lot of these things.
Now, General Motors said in their conference call today they're going to spend another $1 billion on Maven, all of the autonomous and mobility features that they're going to be working on this year. And it would appear that Wall Street likes what they're saying as opposed to what Ford is saying, and it looks like their stock is up rather healthily today. Back to you.
And the profit possibility here, Rod, I guess takes us back to what we saw at the auto show and the theme there.
Yeah, well, what they're doing is they're selling a lot of SUVs, at least in 2017. That was it for them. The crossovers were the ones that really made it for them, the Traverse, the Equinox. But they've got the big pickup trucks, the new Silverado coming out this year, and that should really help them nicely with their profitability this year. So we'll see how it goes.
Everything right now. All right, Rod.
There are new charges for the suspect in the shooting death of Detroit police officer Glenn Doss Jr. 43-year-old DeCharlos Brooks was in court today, where his charges were formally upgraded to include murder. Brooks is accused of shooting Officer Doss in the head when Doss responded to a domestic violence call. Brooks is due back in court in April.
University of Michigan has updated its sexual misconduct policy for students. Changes include revising definitions of gender-based harassment and intimate partner violence. The job of determining punishment will move from a volunteer board to staff at the Office for Student Conflict Resolution. Policy also makes clear when mediation is an appropriate resolution option for non-penetrative cases, as they're called, of sexual assault. These changes go into effect tomorrow.
Well, somebody has to know something. That's what the family of Sophia Wilson is saying tonight about her murder. Sophia was 3 months pregnant when she and another man were gunned down inside a home on Deacon Street back in September. Larry Spruill shows us why their families won't rest until there's justice in this case.
Both families are now passing out these flyers about what happened to both Daniel and Sophia. They were both gunned down last September, and now the families are wanting someone to come forward with information. Standing together as one, the families of Sophia Wilson and Daniel Brown are searching for justice.
On September 5th, 2017, I received a call stating that our baby Sophia had been shot. Our lives changed forever.
Police say the shooting happened in the 2000 block of Deacon near Visker Street on Detroit's southwest side. Local 4 was on the scene that night when police say an unknown suspect came onto the porch and fired an assault rifle into the home. Both Sophia and Daniel were shot.
This is happening too often. We as a community, we should come together and try to stop the violence.
This coward killed a hard-working man. He would do anything for anybody. Trash like this needs to be taken off the street.
Now, 5 months later, Daniel Brown's family is hoping someone will come forward soon.
It's hard to understand why this happened to Danny. We don't know. Every day is a fight, and every night is a struggle.
And as you can see, the reward right now is $2,500, but police say if someone comes forward with information by midnight tonight, they will increase that reward by $1,000. Reporting at police headquarters, I'm Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right, Larry, still ahead, National Geographic giving one local suburb a lot of love, in fact, naming it one of America's best small cities.
We'll have that coming up. Plus, have you gotten the right vaccinations? As an adult, the recommendations from doctors are changing. We'll get you up to date ahead in good health.
And it's going to be a very unique Valentine's Day celebration at one local cafe. While you might see a wedding or two when you drop by, we'll be right back.
And Local 4 News. A pair of local cafe owners are offering something pretty special for Valentine's Day. If you visit their small business, you might be witness to a wedding, a free wedding. Kim DiGiulio has a story from Port Huron.
Weddings can be a huge expense and tough to plan. But what if I told you that you could come to Port Huron and get married here for free?
Skip the courthouse and come over to the Raven on Valentine's Day and get married here.
That's what Pastor Pat is offering to couples who'd like to exchange vows in this dreamy cafe in downtown Port Huron.
Part Hogwarts, part cheers. Yeah, that's the cool tagline that somebody came up with for us.
Pastor Pat is new to the area and is looking to get embedded into the community. He approached Raven Cafe owners Jody and Sadat about the idea of doing 25 weddings here on Valentine's Day. They loved the idea specifically because of what this pastor stood for.
He made it specific that he wanted to do both same-sex couples and traditional marriages.
Anybody who wears a human face is a child of God, and so I believe that we ought to be open to accepting everyone.
Jody and Sadat, who have been happily married for 7 years, were quick to accept the offer and are looking forward to hosting the start of many long-lasting foundations in a place that's so special to them. After all, their love story started here too. This is where they met.
That was the spot where it all began.
This spot right
This
here?
spot, yeah.
Oh, that is so cute.
He shook my hand and he introduced himself, and I'm thinking, I'm just here for a coffee. And
you got a lot more than a coffee. If you're interested in tying the knot here, contact Raven Cafe to reserve a spot. Reporting in Port Huron, I'm Kim DeJulio, Local 4.
You can't beat part Hogwarts, part Cheers. That's all you need in a place to hang out. National Geographic has named Ann Arbor as one of America's best small cities. The list includes 30 of the best small cities in the United States. Ann Arbor's Tree Project to plant more than 1,000 trees a year. University of Michigan, 159 parks, and the Huron River all contributed to getting a tree town on the list. Also making the list, Anchorage, Alaska, Annapolis, Maryland, and Madison, Wisconsin, which always seems to be on these lists as well. So congrats to everybody in A2. In good health, new research shows the effect cloudy days could have on your brain. Gets a little foggy, doesn't it? And how French fries are related to a new development for treating hair loss.
Can't wait to hear that one. But first, Dr. McGeorge is here with a new vaccine recommendation for adults we're speaking of this time.
Exactly, Devin and Kimberly. In fact, these recommendations cover 2 illnesses. The first one, shingles. That's a painful skin and nerve infection caused by the chickenpox virus. Now, the new recommendation is for adults over 50 to be vaccinated with a recently approved vaccine called Shingrix. Now, unlike the prior vaccine called Zostavax, Shingrix does not use live virus, and it is more effective at about 90%. Now, the other recommendation says during a mumps outbreak, adults at high risk of catching mumps should receive a mumps booster, since immunity can actually decrease over time in some people. Now, researchers at Michigan State University say spending too much time in dimly lit rooms and offices may hurt our ability to remember and learn. Their study exposed lab rats to 4 weeks of dim light, which is similar to the cloudy days of Midwestern winters. That led to a decrease in brain connections and poor performance in maze navigation. Now, while exposure to bright light actually improved the performance. Now, this is all very preliminary. The implication here, though, is that if a similar effect is found in humans, bright light could be used to improve cognitive function. Now, finally, French fries may not be good for your waistline, but your hairline is a whole different story. In fact, Japanese scientists say they are developing a new treatment for hair loss. According to a paper published in the journal Biomaterials, the scientists were able to regrow hair on the back of a mouse using a silicone that is often added to French fries to prevent frothing. Bad news is, eating the French fries or putting it on your head did not grow hair.
That's bizarre.
I just feel, though, that we're getting closer to the day when you walk in and tell us we should eat more French fries.
Maybe,
It's
yeah.
just not, this isn't quite it.
Keep your fingers
But we're
crossed.
heading in the right direction.
Sure, yeah.
All right, Doc. Let's bring Ben back in, who has been busy and staying busy.
You know,
yes, sir?
We call that in the weather department, we call that wish casting.
Oh, wish casting.
Where you're projecting your wishes onto the forecast. So that's exactly
Doc,
what
get
that
to work
was.
on that one. That's
Some
good.
of that.
Yeah.
That would be nice to have some comfort food over the next few days.
That's what we're going to need.
With all the snow we're expecting, and it's not going to be huge amounts, but it's just going to be a death by 1,000 cuts. We're just going to see this keep coming and coming and coming. And the next round of snow is just out here to our west. There you see it now starting to stream into parts of Illinois and Wisconsin. It'll be here after midnight tonight, and it will make tomorrow morning's commute a bear, to say the least. 12 degrees right now in Port Huron, one of the cool spots. Most of us have been in the upper teens, barely at 20 here at Metro, 21 the temperature. Good news is the wind chill is not a whole lot lower than the air temperatures in most locations. The winds have been light and should stay that way tonight. So we've got snow on the horizon. We've got Emily out on snow watch. She's out there just watching, waiting for that snow to show up. So I don't know if she's going to be out there till 3 a.m. Probably going to get a little hungry, but thank you for that shot on storm pins. And Emily, stay warm tonight. Otherwise, we've got dry conditions until that snow arrives, and that's going to be about 3 a.m. We'll see it start streaming in from our southwest corner of the area. So South Zone, you're going to be getting that first. In Lenawee County, you're going to be getting some of the higher totals, and we'll see that in the 4-zone forecast in a minute. So timing-wise, this continues through the morning commute. By 8, 9 o'clock, at least the heaviest of the snow will be off to our east. We'll still see some of it, especially here on the east side, and by 11 o'clock, this should be all wrapped up. There will be some snow showers. You'll see those streaming in here as we get into the afternoon and evening. So that could be a visibility issue in a couple spots on the evening commute. But as far as the amounts go, maybe a couple additional tenths, and that's all we're expecting out of that. And then we get a little bit of a break until Thursday night. our next round of snow starts rolling in, and that one could bring even more as far as accumulation goes. But let's focus on what we're expecting tonight through the midday hours tomorrow. About 2 inches generally here in our metro zone, 2.5 is what we'll call it in the city. South zone, as we mentioned, Lenawee County, you're going to be the big winner here, expecting going to top 3 inches in a lot of spots in the county there, but those numbers start decreasing the further north you get. Only an inch plus there in Flint, generally 2 to 2.5 across most of our west zone. And in our north zone, we'll get 2-inch totals down here towards M59 and then see those numbers 1 inch plus for most of our north zone. 16 on the temperature scale tonight, 26 is where we're going tomorrow. And again, dry for the second half of the day. We will see that snow continue Friday and then again Saturday night and into Sunday. And it's just going to be consistently cold for the next 7 days.
Rumor has it the dog's name is Cooper, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He may have called in.
Yeah, I think he did.
Did he really?
Just want to say hi to Cooper.
My apology.
And Cooper's owner, Emily. Thanks, All right, Bernie's back with sports. Stay with us.
Emily.